Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. Whoa, yeah. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. Hello and welcome back here. You are definitely at the right place. Welcome back to Wakio. If you're new here, this is a space full of healing, happiness, and abundance. If you're into that kind of vibe to lead a fulfilling life, please be sure to subscribe. And if you like that voice, period. In today's video, we're going to be talking about faith and believing in yourself. There's a reason why I started with that song, When the song starts, she says, though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. Imagine you'll do it as long as you believe. And I want us to talk about believing in ourselves and what it means to actually believe. Are you ready? Because I am. This is gonna be life-changing, I promise. Believing in yourself means gathering and mastering all the courage you could possibly muster to pursue the things you really want to do. And even though there's gonna be adversity in pursuing these things, you relentlessly go for what you want exactly how you want it. And you don't settle, girl. You don't settle for anything. You know what you want and you get it. And sometimes it's gonna take some time to make money out of what you really want to pursue, the passions, the natural God-given talents and gifts you have. It's gonna take some time, but believing in yourself means having that patience to really sit there and be like, I'm gonna pursue this thing until the day it works for me, and I will not stop. #never give up. Now, as you pursue the things you really want to do with your life, the most important thing is to repeat positive affirmations. Basically, believing in yourself means having faith, means having a strong conviction of knowing who you really are. In the book Think and Grow Rich, I'm gonna put it somewhere here. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill mentions that the best way to build faith is through repetition. It's through repeating affirmations, auto-suggestion, so that they get into your subconscious in the way that you know you know this to be true. So every day what I try to do is I play affirmation videos that really make me feel like that person I am, you know. I tell myself I believe in myself. Every day when I get up, I'm like, Ivy, I believe in you. I believe in myself. Money is constantly flowing through me. I live a luxurious life. The universe always provides for me. I am protected. I am guided. You repeat these things every single day. That is what ferments and seals that faith you have. Now, believing in myself also really means trusting in God and trusting that higher power, trusting source energy, trusting God. And sometimes this can be really hard because I have had experiences where I feel like losing that sort of trust and faith in God. And I'm like, but God, when? Sometimes you're in a place where you're really just questioning everything. This has happened a couple of times to me where I'm like, okay, so God, what's happening right now? Like, no, really, what's going on? You know, like, is this the agreement we had? And sometimes it takes us really grounding ourselves in the present moment to really be like, please help me feel that you got me. God, please help me renew this trust that I have in you. That is what believing in yourself is. It means even when things don't look right, even when things don't seem to sum up, you can still sit there and be like, you know what? I still believe in you. Even though the future is unsure, we don't know what is expectant, but I'm just gonna sit here and be like, I completely surrender. I completely surrender to the forces of this universe, and I believe that they are working best case scenario for me every single day, even though I'm limited by my human perception. My human perception may limit me to what I'm seeing currently and experiencing with my five senses. But I know at the back of my mind, in my heart, in my soul, that the universal forces of this world are working everything, every single thing out in my favor. You know, the most surprising thing is every time you go through something you are questioning and you're like, but God, why is this happening? And you are able to muster the courage to actually get over it, you get to look back and be like, this is what you wanted. You know what? Big up. And that is exactly the kind of energy we are having here. Sometimes you'll be in shitty situations and you're like, what is happening? But you've got to believe and trust that God's got you. And at one point, you will look back with a smile. We've all had difficult times when we've almost doubted our potential. I believe this has happened to me before. I feel like, am I really gonna be able to do this? And I think this has happened to you also, where you find yourself doubting your capabilities and you just doubt how far you could actually go. And then you get over it. You get through it and you're like, I did it again. You know, those times are the times you should count your blessings. Those are the times to write letters to the universe in your journal and say that I am really, really, really thankful that I was able to get through this difficult moment of my life. And I'm here now. I was able to do it. Those are the moments that ferment your faith, even in yourself. You believe in yourself because of a past experience you had where you are like, am I really gonna... can I actually do this? And then you did it. And you're like, listen, that same superwoman, that same Superman that did what he or she did last time is the same person who is gonna pull us through at this specific moment. And that really helps to master all the courage you have. Be thankful for it. Literally sit there and be like, thank you, universe. Thank you, dear God, for all the number of times I felt like I couldn't do something, but I did. Okay, so this is a very touchy one, yeah? We've all had those moments when you feel like you had faith in God and you really believe that God was gonna get you through certain times, but then it just happens that you feel betrayed by this same energy, you know, by the source energy. And I know because this has happened to me, where sometimes you even look up to the skies and you're questioning, you're really like, God, why are you doing this to me? And you almost feel angry towards that creation energy that is God, source, whatever name you choose to call it, and you're really feeling angry towards it, right? You're like, how dare you let me be here when I put all my faith and my trust in you? Earlier this year, I went through such an experience where I really felt like, God, are you really betraying me? Like, is this actually happening after all this faith that I have had in you, you know? And it's a very, very lonely place to be. Well, at least it was for me, because I almost felt rejected and abandoned. And even the one power that I call my hope and my source felt lost, you know? And this is how many months later? 7, 8 probably. And I am still grappling with the trauma that caused to me. But the main reason I'm bringing this up is because we need to really dissect that kind of trauma that happened in our lives so we can be able to move on. So it's taken me, I've realized I've been feeling a lot of fear lately because of the same experience, and I'm encouraging you this. Take a journal and literally write down what happened and how did this thing make you feel? How is this specific experience affecting you? That experience where you were angry towards God and you felt betrayed by God, how is it affecting you in this time and era? You'll realize that most times you're still trying to hold on to control. You really do not want to surrender because you're scared that the same exact thing may actually repeat itself. So I say this to say that it's important to actually put those feelings of fear into perspective. And even when you meditate, when you pray, when you sing worship, whatever way you connect to God, and you sit there and you're like, God, I really feel like you betrayed me at this one point, and it's still stopping me from experiencing life as it should be because I'm still holding on, I'm still scared. Can you help me, please? And you realize most times that power in a superficial kind of magic way will always like ferment that faith, but it comes with writing down and being vulnerable and authentic enough towards yourself as to sit down and really say, this specific moment really, really hurt me, and it may have kind of shaken my faith in God, and so I need amends. But that comes from being aware of it first. What we tend to do is we get like super positive about it, and we want to implore all these toxic positive habits onto what we are doing, right? And you're like, yeah, but I believe in God. Even when you feel doubts, I believe in God, I believe in myself, it's all working out in my favor, it's fine. No, it's okay to just take a pause and really just be like, why am I feeling so scared right now? What is all this fear about? Is there something I have been through that I need to be aware of so it doesn't block my perception moving on forward? That is where courage is. That is where strength is. And I promise you, there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will when you believe. Every single thing you've always hoped for, every single thing you've had faith, every single thing you've prayed for shall come to you. And I promise you, when they say faith is what moves mountains, that is exactly it. All of the successful people you see, the difference is that they had the faith. They had the faith to kaizen and never give up. Thank you so much for watching this very motivational and inspiring video. This video has also inspired me at this specific moment, believe it or not. I love you guys so much. Keep believing in yourself. Keep praying. I promise it is all working out for you. Best case scenario. Okay? Mwah! Bye.